friends, welcome to Therapy Thursdays on Louisiana Living. We are physical therapy and balance centers. I am Angela Yarborough and this is Dr. Jerry Yarborough. And what are we doing here? Well, we are talking about different disease processes, and we are just talking about different ailments, different things that keep you from loving your life. That is one of our mottos, is love your life. And we just wanted to give back to the community and just give you some things that you can do for some things that might be preventing you from loving your life. So why don't you tell us exactly what we're going to be doing?
All right. First, like you said, I'm Dr. Jerry Yarborough, physical therapist, and my sweet wife, Angela. By trade, she's actually a nurse. So, together, I opened the Jonesboro Clinic about 20 years ago. I actually have about 27 years experience as a therapist. And then 7 years ago, we opened up here in Ruston. And just about 3 weeks ago, we opened up in El Dorado, Arkansas now. So what we're doing, like she said, is we're talking about different diseases or impairments that are affecting your quality of life. And at Physical Therapy and Balance Centers, our desire is to help you love your life. So we're going to discuss those impairments. We're going to discuss how physical and occupational therapy can help you rehab from those impairments. And then we're going to always give you a takeaway of what you can start doing immediately to start making a change in your life and improving your quality of life. So again, come and see us every Thursday here on Louisiana Living. You can look us up on myarclemis.com or our personal Facebook page, physicalruston.com. Or you can even go to our Facebook page or even our YouTube channel. We have lots of videos and lots of education out there to help educate the community. Now, we want you to come back in the next two segments in which we'll start talking about certain ailments or impairments. And then, like I said, what physical and occupational therapy can help you overcome those impairments. And then again, we're always going to leave off with what you can do immediately to start helping improve your quality of life. So come back and see us and we'll get started. Thank you.
Hey friends, welcome to Therapy Thursdays on Louisiana Living. We are physical therapy and balance centers. I'm Angela Yarborough. This is Dr. Jerry Yarborough.
Hello, welcome.
And we are continuing our series on autoimmune diseases. And today we are going to talk about multiple sclerosis.
That's right. So before we do though, I want to recap again what an autoimmune disease is. So as a nurse, if you would explain to our audience, what is our immune system?
Well, it's pretty deep. It keeps us well.
Oh, don't get too complicated now, okay? But she's exactly right. It's our defense mechanism that God put in us to protect us. So with an autoimmune disease, what happens is that defense mechanism starts to attack us instead of protect us. And it causes a lot of different diseases. There's actually over 80 different autoimmune diseases, and most of them have different spectrums. So there's a lot. And some commonalities with autoimmune diseases is people, will have, muscle weakness, they'll have imbalances, they'll have pain, they got stiffness. One really common symptom with autoimmune diseases is fatigue. And, people with autoimmune diseases sometimes have a difficult time functioning in a normal life where, you get up, you go to work all day and you come home, you got kids and you got, all this and all that. They cannot handle that. That stress is way too much. And, talking about stress, a lot of these autoimmune diseases actually began with stress or, the food that we intake, or it could be genetic, or the environment that we live within. Chemicals, water, things that we put into our body causes our, again, defense system to attack ourselves. And that's exactly what happens with multiple sclerosis. A lot of people just think of that as a neurological condition, which it is, but your defense system started to attack your nerves, and we have a covering, a sheet on our nerves, which causes those electrical impulses to be able to go really quick. So whenever you think, oh, I got to move, and then that's what happens. With MS, just a kind of example was you think, oh, I got to move, and then it may happen really slow because that sheath or covering around our nerves makes those impulses go really quick. So it attacks those in our central nervous system. So that's in our brain and on our spinal cord. Multiple sclerosis can be extremely debilitating. It can affect all your muscles and your motor function. It can affect your vision. You have blurry vision. It can affect even your cognition. So you're kind of in a brain fog, or you don't think quick, or sexual dysfunction, or bladder incontinences and stuff. So multiple sclerosis can be extremely debilitating. So come back in the next segment and we're going to talk about how physical and occupational therapy can help you be able to manage the symptoms that you may experience with multiple sclerosis. Thanks.
Welcome back to Therapy Thursdays on Louisiana Living. We are physical therapy and balance centers, and I'm Angela Yarborough, Dr. Jerry Yarborough, and we are continuing our talk on autoimmune diseases. Especially today we're talking about multiple sclerosis and how physical and occupational therapy can help you.
That's right. So to recap really quick, autoimmune diseases is our natural defense mechanism. It starts to attack us, attack our healthy cells, and it causes all these different diseases. And that's what happens with multiple sclerosis. Our defense system starts to attack our central nervous system, our brain and our spinal cord. And it attacks the covering, it's called the myelin sheath, on those nerves, which makes the nerve impulses move at a rate that can be functional. Okay, so like in the last segment I explained that typically that impulse goes so quick that my brain thinks to move your hand and it moves. With multiple sclerosis, your brain may think to move your hand and then it moves really slowly. Okay, so that can be one side effect. So as we said, multiple sclerosis can affect all your motor function, your cognition, your vision, and everything. So it's extremely important that you stay very connected to your primary care provider, and that could be multiple, neurologists or rheumatologists or different specialists that are going to help you be able to manage your multiple sclerosis by medicine therapies, okay? But as important is that you have a very close and significant relationship with your therapist, physical and or occupational and or speech therapist, to help you manage those symptoms, because with multiple sclerosis you definitely are fighting fatigue, you're definitely fighting weakness, you're fighting imbalance and decreased motor function. So you've got to have experts that deal with that and help you be able to manage life and to continue to remain as functional as you can, because MS, and there's different kinds, yes, there's different kinds of MS, and they are chronic and they're progressive, but the drug companies continue to work really hard and come out with all kinds of different new medicine therapies. So again, stay very connected to your primary care providers and or your specialists and your physical therapist, physical and occupational therapists. We're going to work on flexibility. Again, as we lose motor control, everything gets stiff. We got to remain flexible in order to be able to move. We got to maintain that muscle strength to move those joints. We got to work on our balance and our vestibular system. We've talked about that before. In here, that tells your brain kind of where you are in space, and your somatosensory system. You have to work on all those things to remain as functional as you can. And many people with MS remain very functional very late into their life. So, don't give up just because you got a diagnosis. Address it by all means with medicine, food, activity levels, therapy, everything. Your life can still be very meaningful and you can live a productive life. So again, if you need our help, we're physical therapy and balance centers of Ruston and Jonesboro, Louisiana, and El Dorado, Arkansas. Thank you.